Greetings, Patronus here. Settlements in survival mode are rather important, some would say vital. They provide you with food, water, and a place to sleep if there's a bed available. Settlements usually come in two flavors. You have the already occupied settlements, such as Greygarden here, where there's already have settlers, and you gain access to the workshop over here by doing a quest for them. But I've not done a quest for Greygarden, so I don't have access to the settlement, because I'm not allied. But guess what? Even though I'm not allied here, I can still get water if I need it, and I can also still, pick root fruit, and it's not considered theft. I can still get the resources I need, food and water, and they don't have a problem. In fact, you can sell the root fruit to one of the robots for caps if you want. The other settlement, or the other version of the settlement that is in the game, is the hostile one, I call it, where there are enemies at the settlement, and you just got to clear it out. An example would be like Sunshine Tidings Co-op, where there's feral ghouls and there's rad roaches. Or you got Hangman's Alley, where there's raiders. And once you cleared out those hostiles, then you'll gain access to the workshop and you can start doing your thing, whatever you want to do. So I'm sitting here thinking how to best utilize settlements on survival, and my thinking is this. You don't really need to ally yourself with, settlements that already have folks in them. You just kind of walk in here and you could just get water when you need it. You can get food when you need it, and then you can just bounce. You don't actually have to do quests for them. And the best option then would be to go to settlements that have hostiles in it, like Hangman's Alley, Jamaica Plains, Sunshine Tidings Co-op, the Starlight Drive-In. Just clear out the hostiles there, activate the workshop, build yourself a bed, set up a little bit of shelter, a bed, maybe a water purifier if you got the real estate. If not, set up a sink. And then you can use those settlements there as your places to sleep and to save and to keep your stuff. And the neat thing is, there are many settlements across the Commonwealth that already have food that you could just walk in and get without having to ally with any of them. And I feel that would probably be the best option right there. And if you look at a particular settlement, like, for example, was it Starlight Drive-In over here up north? That's within, a few minutes of a bunch of different settlements and a bunch of different, locations for questing and whatnot. So you could just use the Starlight Drive-In as like a central base of operations for yourself on survival. And then when you go south of, then when you get to Hangman's Alley, if you didn't want to spend any caps to sleep at the inn of the Dugout Inn, then you could use the Hangman's Alley as a place to rest and put like a sink in there, or put a bed, sink. There's a cooking station there. And the neat thing is, right down here is Beantown Brewery. That location has lots and lots of empty bottles, so you could just collect those, and then come over here to Greygarden, or go to Hangman's Alley and just fill them all up with water. And then south of Diamond City, you could say south of the South Boston Military Checkpoint, there's Jamaica Plains. You clear that place of ghouls, then you can activate the workshop there, slap a bed down, slap a sink down, and then you'll have access to pretty much the entire south of the map. And those are like just 3 locations, Hangman's Alley, the Starlight Drive-In, and then Jamaica Plains, and you'll have access to pretty much most of the map, regardless of which direction you head. So I guess my idea would be to avoid allying with established settlements so that they don't get attacked by the game, because and the game won't ask you to defend them. And you could just take the resources, and since they're already here growing it, once you take the resources, they will eventually replenish it. Then you can come back later and get more resources. And then you just use the hostile settlements, or the settlements that you cleared out of hostiles, as your place to sleep and to save and to do your crafting and whatnot. It seems like a win-win for me. I don't know. Tell me what you think. How would you use the settlements in survival? I think that my idea is pretty good. A good way of using the settlements. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Well, then, thank you for watching. I love your faces, and see you next time.